could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mostly Bad Ideas, a mostly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast that has so far not featured a single dungeon or dragon. This story is one that follows a group of adventurers that seem to have landed in the midst of something much larger than they anticipated. Yes, even larger than Milk Jug himself. I have to note that although this game is based on the D&D games of my childhood, it is in no way, shape, or form for children. We cuss and swear, we talk about orc penis and prison wallets, and we make satirical references to all sorts of things happening in the world. That said, we'd like to reiterate that no character or place in this world of fantasy is to represent any real-world people or places. It is all in the name of good fun, satire, and avoidance of copyright infringement. So please put the kids to bed, or toss in your earbuds, as we continue to follow our crew as they head into Act 2 of our story, and surely continue to have mostly bad ideas.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Alright, so where we left off with you gentlemen was right outside of the kind of the church, of worship that Fafnir took you guys to have your items identified. John had just finished having a hour-long conversation with Tesco because you guys discovered that you have in your possession the brush of communication, as well as a bag of beans and a very special whispering coin that Brody can't seem to keep from going back into his pocket. You guys are still fairly early in the day here because, Fafnir came and found you guys kind of first thing in the morning. You did kill an hour so that Nuncle could, kind of live out his dream of having a nice long conversation with Tesco. And we will pick up right as the brush magic kind of wears off and Tesco goes back to his regular hee-haw.
Was that everything you thought it would be, Uncle?
You have no idea. And I wipe like one little tear from my eye.
I have been waiting for you guys to identify those items so that Nuncle could have his moment with Tesco. And I'm sure there will be many, many more moments that brush comes into use as the campaign goes on.
Well, guys, Fafnir, first of all, thank you for taking us to our church. That lady was both incredibly hot and very helpful, and I will be thinking about her by the fireplace later on today. I'm glad that Nuncle had his conversation with Tesco, but should we go into the yonder woods and handle these goblins that we've been asked to take care of by the mayor?
Oh, fuck yeah. And I took a vow of chastity, so I don't really recognize. I mean, she's attractive, but nothing's really going on down in the dragon area. So,
my great uncle Orclock told me about a thing. He couldn't get anything in the nether regions either. If you take some slug oil and just work it in there with it, makes much difference.
It's more of like it's not that it can't; it's that we train our minds to not think about it. We used to get married and stuff. Actually, I can perform it.
I've tried training my brain and it just doesn't work. It's not like the other muscles.
So
you're a little soldier standing at attention there, brother.
That's not a little soldier. That's a fucking man.
No, I was trying to be fucking man. I was using euphemisms, but yeah. I saw your second in command standing at attention, sir.
Fafnir, I have to ask you a weird question. You're a dragon and reptilian in nature. Do you have a hammer, or is it like the crocodile that have like the cloaca that they like pee and poop and screw out of? Like, what's your situation down there, if you don't mind me asking? I know I hate to be uncrass, but I'm just curious.
So I got a full plate on, so I try to lift up around where my stuff is, and I can get to it, because obviously you have to be able to piss out of this thing. So I pop it out, and it's not a nuncle size, but it's
Okay.
It's well endowed.
Wow.
Well, it's
that's two people that I'm hanging out with now that make me feel incredibly inadequate. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
It is scaly though. So
okay.
If you ever play Baldur's Gate,
pleasure.
close off the dragon, it's hanging. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brody, quick question.
I love both you guys, but I don't ever want to sleep between either of you because I will not be spit roasted. I just want to clarify that, okay? I'm not that kind of
girl. Some of the nights get kind of cold, so
Brody, real quick question. I have a question, Brody. I forgot. Do you think we need to go to Chug on these?
Chug on these what?
No, let's go here and caught on it. Let's go kill goblins.
All right. So is the plan then to kind of set out straight from here and kind of head south towards the known goblin den, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on Steven.
I assume the position. I assume beside Tesco, and I help him pull the wagon.
Okay. I don't think you're going to put Fafnir on your shoulders, so he should probably just ride in the cart. Wait, he's got his horse. Yeah, that's right.
I'm on Steven, yeah.
Yeah, he's got Steven.
Brody's in the cart.
I'm driving.
Yep. All right. So, you guys set out south from Northwatch. And if you remember, it's a little over about half a day out to where the goblin, to where the turnoff was that you found that led back to, the goblin encampment. So, you guys set down the road. There's no real traffic, no real, anything going on. You get to the turnoff in the woods where the cart had gone off-road previously without any issues. And you guys arrive here as it is starting to become nightfall.
I hop out of the cart. I pull it over kind of to the side of the road. Guys, should we attempt to maybe stash Tesco in the cart, maybe hide it in the underbrush or something to that effect? Because it is getting dark, and I know it'll be hard to see, but obviously Tesco's our boy. We want to take care of him. So should we attempt to hide this cart and the donkey before we call it a day and go after these guys?
And the horse now.
Oh, and the horse. Yes.
I was going to say, if you trust Steven, he's pretty good at going off and finding a place outside of sight. So if you can get Tesco to follow him, they'll be safe.
I default to John on all things Tesco. Excuse me. I default to Nuncle on all things Tesco. What do you think, Nuncle?
I put both hands on Tesco's face. Steven is a friend. He's not a stranger, so you're not in danger. And I pat him on his head, and you can go with him.
Go ahead.
He hopped twice if you need me. Oh, God. Damn it. I knew it. Do I get advantage because it's Tesco?
Not yet. You're getting there. Not yet.
I had an hour-long conversation with my best friend.
You did.
Right,
you did.
Let me roll this.
Ouch.
So you were at 0. Now you're halfway there. Because of the hour-long conversation. And the apples.
Somehow I rolled...
Go ahead.
A 3, somehow.
I was going to say, I'll give you advantage. No bonuses to it, but I'll give you advantage since you just got done with your hour-long conversation.
19 plus 120.
Hell yeah, dirty 20. Woo! All right.
Dirty 20.
So you say that to Tesco, and Tesco looks up at you, looks you in the eyes, and goes, hee-haw. And then he turns his head towards Steven and looks at Steven.
I love the Tesco hee-haw inflection you've given him. That makes me so happy. That was an affirmative hee-haw if I've ever heard one.
That's right. He's a donkey of many words. All right, so Tesco.
I look at Steven and I go, and he goes to where he needs to go.
All right. So Steven and Tesco kind of wander off to the side, off the beaten path and go eat some grass together. And you guys are standing at the end of this trail where, it looked like, a cart had been pulled down through. There's still the busted keg further down in. And, Brody, from being there, further down the way, it opens up into, the small clearing where there was, kind of like an old mine shaft cut into the side of the hillside there. And when you last left this place... you and Thakma had rolled your stolen cart of mead into the entrance and flipped it over.
All right, Fafnir, Nuncle, I know you were on the cart the last time we were here. You're going to go a couple yards into these woods. It's going to open up into a clearing. On the other side of that clearing is going to be a cliff face with a mine shaft in it. At the time, me and why can't I think of his name? Thakma turned the cart over in front of the doorway. Are you guys feeling brave to handle this in the night, or do you want to wait till morning?
So here's my thought process. They're probably sleeping.
Yeah, it's not quite full-on darkness yet, but you could wait until full-on darkness if you wanted.
But I would take advice from the man that looks like he's paid to kill people for a living, so let's listen to the dragon man.
Oh, well.
Fafnir, you're the one that's got the real, you've got real combat experience. Nuncle's got real combat experience in the ring. I was trained, but you've been the one that's seen it in the real world, so what do you think the play is?
Okay, so I like the energy, Nuncle. The idea of going in there and slitting throats while they're sleeping, smart. But unfortunately, I'm wearing full plate mail. I'm like 6'8". I make a lot of noise, so I'm not very stealthy.
Make no means. I was not going to sneak. I don't do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's even better then, because I thought we were going to have to sneak, but now I know we don't have to. That's even better. However, I think they're still awake. These goblins tend to be a little bit more night owls, so they tend to stay. They only need a few hours sleep. So these guys are, like I said, they're like cockroaches, man. They're everywhere. So they might even take turns sleeping. I don't know. We might find a couple sleeping ones. Maybe you can grab them, bang their heads together, do a whole thing. It's going to be great. But I need a second, guys. I pull off my battle axe and I do a couple deep lunges, and I start like twisting it around. I get a couple of dips in, like couple squats, and I touch my toes, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm got to get limber, man. These guys get a little bit squirrely, so
I have a suggestion for strategy, boys. Hear me out on this.
I'm listening. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many of them there are, but I do know that we could 300 these motherfuckers if we wanted to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's get out, and this is just my take. Let me know what you guys think. What if we stood outside the tunnel, laid some sort of trap for them, and I'd rather fight them in the open than in the cave if we can avoid it. We can always go in afterwards and clean out, but maybe if we could find some way to stand outside the cave, lure them outside, fight them in the open, maybe lay some sort of trap at the gate. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. What do we think?
I could yell mean things at them till they came running out of the cave at us.
I have my mom's roar, so I can get pretty loud if I have to.
Can you breathe? Can you breathe fire? Can you breathe fire?
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a ton of booze right there. We could smoke them out if we burn all that with his fire.
So there's no booze outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was an empty cart. Remember that they flipped there.
Okay. Shit.
Yes. You don't know what's inside. Nobody's gone into this the cave yet. However, sorry. Have you guys moved up to the point where you can see, or are you still back planning?
We're still back off the path. We haven't even walked towards the cave yet.
Okay.
Hear me out, guys. I have a bag of ball bearings that I've been desperately dying to work into a situation. Maybe we go up to the cave entrance if we can sneak across the field. It's dark enough. Hopefully we can sneak without being seen. We pour that pig all over the ground in front of the cave. John yells a cutting insult. Nuncle yells a cutting insult into the cave. And they come running out, and then you guys just throttle kick the first motherfucker that comes through the door. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying full on police knock on that fucking door and see if we can get these guys to run out and fall down on the ball bearings.
I mean, I like this plan. It's pretty solid. I do reach into my pack and I go, oh, by the way, and I clink another bag full of 1,000 ball bearings. And I put it back in my pack. So if you dump yours, I got plenty left over. So we got this, man.
And I have my fishing tackle box.
That's good. Do you have a fishing pole?
I do.
And do you have hooks?
I do.
Do we have anything goblins like to eat?
Oh.
What do goblins like to eat?
Kids, mostly.
I could go get one.
No. No. No.
I just broke my mic.
That wouldn't be smart.
Here that will never be allowed to have this podcast ever again. I can't allow that, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
I appreciate it, but unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to let you do that under my oath. You can't hurt the innocent.
I wouldn't hurt him.
Well, we can't use him for bait either because that puts him in danger.
Telescope the fishing rod back down.
That's a little asterisk in his oath is, also cannot be used for bait.
Yeah, that's unfortunately puts me in a tough position, and I'd either have to walk away but no, I couldn't because if I know about it, I have to stop it or I break my oath, and then.
What if we put a piece of gold on the end of a hook?
You know what? That's not a good idea. They love shinies.
Goblins love shinies.
They do.
Okay. I like where this is going.
I see this playing out two ways, gentlemen. One, we leave the cart where it's at, and that was right in front of my camera. Sorry. We leave the cart right where it's at, and DM, how big is this opening to this cave?
I will tell you when you guys approach.
Okay, fair enough. I thought they saw it before. I thought maybe they could give me a heads up.
Brody has seen it before, and it was a small entrance that they crammed a cart into and then flipped it over, barely big enough for like a human-sized person to like crawl into.
Oh shit!
So it's not even like Nuncle and Fafnir would have to get on all fours and like scurry into this tunnel.
I'd have to
correct.
I'd have to worm my way in, man. I might have to dig myself a little bit bigger of a hole to go through there. But there's just like a little cart, like a wheelbarrow, or like a little cart.
It was a big cart that was meant for like hauling mead. Meant for hauling like it would have been able to carry a month's supply of barrels on it. So
we're talking like a John Holmes in like a smaller opening kind of situation.
Yes, yeah, big ass cart in front of tiny opening.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys, what do you think about this? Maybe we venture forth into the woods here a little bit, and we park across the clearing and see if we can get eyes on the situation, so we can maybe better assess what's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
So I attempt to start sneaking from the road to the other side of this clearing, but to stay hidden is my intention, obviously.
Are we all being sneaky, or is just Brody going forward?
I was going to say, if Brody's sneaking off, I'm going to stay as far back as I can from everybody because I am not sneaky at all. Because when I walk, it's ching, 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 ching.
I kind of half hunch over, kind of, and I'm like taking really big steps right behind Brody, but like not quietly.
So
I kind of like they're in the woods, I'm on the path, kind of thing. Like I stay far enough away that it's not going to affect them.
Brody.
So Brody, give me.
Nuncle, I know where you're at. I know you're behind.
Well, actually, first I want a sneak check from Nuncle first before Brody's.
That should go well.
Because this is going to determine whether you're sneaking normal or at disadvantage.
I get a +4 on stealth somehow.
Well, because you're very dexterous.
Okay, so 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay, so Brody, go ahead and roll sneak normal. No disadvantage.
Stealth, you mean?
Stealth, yeah, sorry. I always confuse old D&D stuff with new D&D stuff.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, baby. So you two sneak very quietly through the woods. Even Nuncle stepping right behind. He's trying to step in your footsteps, but like his feet are bigger than yours, so he's just kind of, But you guys don't make hardly any noise as you approach the edge of this clearing. Now, the landscape has changed a little since you were last here, Brody. The small hole and the cart are gone completely. And all around the clearing lay chunks of wood and chunks of rubble. And now there is a very large hole where the opening for this mine is. Almost like our party may have completely whiffed a perception check on their way away from here and didn't notice the massive explosion as they blew the whole of their cave back open.
So
Brody, where's the cart?
It's in splinters everywhere. I think you underestimated how industrious these motherfuckers are because.
Wait, so you guys shoved the cart into the hole to get them from coming out?
Oh yeah.
And then they.
I was assuming the goblins pulled it in so people wouldn't get in, and then it wasn't dawning on me that these guys did this.
Their idea was to slow them down, which it did. It was effective. They were not pursued. But these goblins are playing in a mine.
Yeah, they had the explosives.
Can I roll perception to see if I can spot anybody running sentry or guard outside the cave? Is there anything going on in the general vicinity of the cave right now?
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception, if both you and Uncle want to.
Wait, I'm a dragonborn. I don't have dark vision.
19.
Okay.
7 minus 1, 6.
All right. So, no sentries. You guys don't see anybody outside of the cave. You can see now that the opening to the cave is larger. Further into the cave, you can see flickering light.
Okay. Can I perceive? If I were to stand at the entrance of the cave, would I be able to look directly at the light, or am I seeing like it's from deep within the cave? Do I have any perception of how far into the cave?
It's muddled, so it's from deeper within the cave. So you can tell like there's a section of the front of the cave that is not lit or anything like that. There's shadows of obstacles and that sort of thing between where you guys are and where the glow is coming from in the back of the cave.
Can I wave to Fafnir to come forward then? Like,
I'm literally following up beside, just far enough away from you guys that if there's a need for you guys to not be heard, it wasn't going to be in that area. But I see you wave, so I come over a little bit closer. As I approach, I see the hole is like large and there's shit everywhere, and I'm like, "Hey, I thought you guys said there was a cart in there, and the hole is like tiny. What the hell, man?"
It's safe to assume they have explosives.
Well, Jesus.
I'm not happy about it either.
No.
Well, tear. Man.
Well, you know. Mike doesn't believe in really any religion.
That's fair.
They've got torches too. Look, they've got torches in there. They've got fire. So they're definitely there. They didn't leave.
I just for my own personal edification, I want to take a quick investigation check around the if possible, take investigation check around the area that's been exploded.
Sure, go ahead.
And just try to see if I can figure out like how much stuff they used or like what kind of thing that might have blow this apart.
Okay, give me an investigation there, Sherlock Fafnir.
Sure. Yeah, that's a 7.
I think they used a big boom.
So as I'm doing the investigation, I'm like running my finger along where it's at. I'm checking it. I'm like moving it around in my hand. I take another little dip on my pinky. I gum it. I'm checking around. I'm like, yep. That was definitely a big explosion, guys.
What is with you and tasting soot?
I like grab a handful of soot.
That's why.
He's right. They use TNT.
So
okay.
Okay. So
guys,
it looks like
we want to huddle up. All right. So, what if?
Put your arms up. We're huddling.
He's rolling something.
Okay. Ignore the dog behind Uncle. What we're gonna do is let's sneak up to the cave entrance and let's lay down a bag of these ball bearings, or do we want to use John's fishing line and put a piece of gold on?
Both.
Maybe toss a rock down the entrance and see if we can get one or two of them out and take a few of these out one by one stealth-like before we have to fight the whole horde.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like a great idea, and it was better than what I was going to do, so I'm used to just fighting shit head on because of, this. Knuckle decided to get out of our huddle, apparently. So it's just me and you at this point.
I was choking
He
on
got distracted. He got distracted for a second. So that sounds like a great idea. I'm going to give you guys a go at that first. If it's not working out, I'm going to bring them, just so you know.
I'm okay with that.
I'm perfectly okay with you being the backups in the wings, buddy.
I will be the guy in the front there, and Knuckle can like guard my left. You can guard my 6. We'll be okay. We're gonna stop doing the huddle. All right. So
arms up, arms down, arms up. Are we doing jumping jacks? More calisthenics?
Stretching.
It's just more stretching. We're just getting it. You do like the little, like a gym class. You do little circles with your arms. That's
My
what we're
dog's
doing.
looking at me like I'm an idiot, so I need to do this.
It's okay. I feel like that happens a lot. So my doggies look at me like that all the time too. But
so
anyway.
just so I can be sure, you're going to wait here across the way in the opening, and Uncle and I are going to sneak across to try to lay this trap.
I'm going to let you guys go sneak up. I'm going to stay back far enough where it don't make anything, but I can still do some shit if I need to. You guys try to do the sneaky part. If he gets up and one like gets past you, I'm the guy. I'm your shortstop. I'm going to take care of that one.
So I sit down Indian style and pull my fishing rod out, put the string on, tie a little piece of gold on the end of it, and I hold it up.
Let's go catch us some goblins.
So let me guess. There's like a piece of gold tied to it, but like a slip knot or something like that. So if anybody grabs it, we can.
Yep.
Okay. So me and Uncle, I assume, attempt to sneak across this clearing to the cave entrance. Try to line up on the left-hand side, out of sight.
With a fishing
So
rod.
I got my battle axe and my shield up, ready, just in case.
Try to okay. I guess for casting the fishing line with a gold piece on the end of it, I suppose we'll call it. I don't know, straight or athletics or acrobatics. What do you guys think? It's the same stat for Knuckle both ways.
Yeah, I mean, before we do that though,
I would say athletics.
Can I throw like? So here's my thought, and I don't know
Yes.
if we can do this. I'm thinking about we both line up to the left-hand side of the cave.
Okay.
And then a little further out, I pour my bag of 1,000 steel balls out. And then Nuncle kind of steps in front of that and kind of sidearms the gold into the cave. What do you think, Nuncle? Does that sound right, or should we try something else?
You say jump and I say how high, boss man.
So Brody gets his cowboy hat, just a little tug, like, yeah, that's what I am. Yeah.
All right. So that's what we attempt to do there, GM.
All right. So, Knuckle, give me an athletics check to cast this in, and I'm going to see if the goblins notice.
Dice Tower.
14 plus 6, 20.
Dirty 20.
Very nice. So you zing sidearm it into the cave, and you hear it go ping, 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 ping. You know, as it kind of gets down into the cave, and then from inside the cave, you hear, what was that? You hear that? What was? Oh,
It's gold. It's a gold piece. Come and get it. There's more where that comes from. It's gold.
Very, very Nuncle.
oh fuck!
I immediately get my gun out.
You broke me, Sariona. All right.
There's more where that came from. You gotta be quick though.
And I keep reeling.
You know what?
Got your $1.
Behind me, I hear click, 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 like he's slow rolling the.
It's like a jitterbug. You gotta.
Brody, I think I had a nibble.
You know what? I want to do something here.
I got a nipple.
Oh, all right. What do we got? That's okay.
Hook him.
And now we wait.
So
I'm just watching this in awe.
you hear from inside the cave. Did you hear that? There's gold out there. Oh, let's go. And then You hear the pitter-patter of feet coming as I rolled an intelligence roll for your goblins.
Did anyone actually grab a hold of the piece?
Huh?
Did anyone grab a hold of it?
They start, you hear the pitter-patter, and then you feel a tug on...
Set the hook, John! Set the hook!
Slack or you're hooking him?
Give me a strength roll.
Okay. The line's burning at this point.
I hope you got 20-pound test.
Wait, you said
watching.
strength?
Yeah, just give me a straight strength
see
roll,
this
buddy.
whole thing play out.
One sec. I accidentally clicked wisdom.
Math rocks, gentlemen, math rocks.
18 plus 6, 24.
Jesus Christ. All right. So you hear the pitter-patter of feet, and you hear one go, "Ah, it's mine, I got it!" And then, wah! As he comes fucking flying off his feet out the front of the cave.
Can I make an attempt to... How fast is he coming at me?
Well, you rolled a 24 for your strength, Cole, so he's coming fast. He's off his feet.
Can I make an attempt to
fast.
big boot him as he comes at me, just meet him with the bottom of my foot?
I love it.
You know what? Yeah.
It'd just be like a melee attack, I get.
I was gonna say, so that'd just be, an unarmed strike, melee attack.
So I need to roll to hit, right?
Yep.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Oh, shit!
So,
And
guy's
for
losing
damage, I guess I'll roll damage now.
you don't need to.
Okay.
So, I mean, with your bonuses alone, plus the nat 20. So for the way we've been playing it here, Mike, or Fafnir, is nat 20 for us is maximum damage potential for your weapon or whatever you're doing at that time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, that would be a critical strike for a weapon, would just be doing the most damage it could possibly do. So the most damage that Nuncle could possibly do is equivalent to this goblin's hit point with an unarmed strike. So he fucking yanks this goblin out of the cave, and as it comes flying out, just poof from the side of the cave and boots his ass to the other side of the entranceway.
So you just baloney missed this motherfucker instantly. Just
oh yeah, he just fucking you hear the crack of bone and everything, and then he flies across and bounces off the other side wall of the cave.
And as I do this, I strike a pose.
And following him were several other running goblins.
Fafnir's just standing back with his mouth agape in awe of everything that just went down. First of all, he couldn't believe it worked. Secondly, the fact that he just watched Nuncle boot a freaking goblin halfway across the freaking cave and slam its body against something that just dies, snaps in half and dies. I'm just going, wow, that's actually pretty awesome. So, and at that moment, do I see the goblins coming?
Oh yeah, you see 3 more goblins now sprinting full force towards the door as they watch their friend begin to fly out of nowhere after picking up this gold. And they're all screaming as they run towards the door, "Magic gold! Magic gold!"
Shoot!
I instantly take off.
On the side that is facing Nuncle, I am just instantly Gallaghered in viscera from the side of the of the goblin. He just kicked into mist.
Oh yeah!
It's what the
Gallaghered and viscera is probably the greatest comment you ever made.
So we're gonna roll initiative here in a second, but first, before these goblins can get to you, they have a whole bunch of steel balls on the ground. So, as they come running to of the front,
I can't believe this fucking
works. This is the smartest fucking joke-ass plan that's ever worked. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. This is awesome. We already broke Nick. Look at him.
All right. So, as these other 3 goblins are running out screaming magic gold, 2 of them hit the ball bearings and just fucking ass out flat on the ground as the other one continues to sprint, looking past his friends as they fall to the ground. And he comes bolting out into the open air where the rest of you are. And now we can roll initiative.
I was gonna say, so as he's coming, I'm coming directly too. So.
Okay.
Initiative.
Whoa, actually,
Nat 20. I'm not making that up. I swear to God.
Okay.
All right. Well, Brody sure as shit goes first. Rest of you
15
fellers.
plus 4, 19.
I have a 19 as well.
Okay.
15 plus 4, 19. Yep. But if he rolled a natural 19, then, he goes first.
Oh,
right?
no, 16 plus 3 is what I got.
Okay. So your base
still
roll
beats
was
me.
higher, so you'll go ahead. So
Yeah.
it's going to go
Okay.
Brody, Fafnir, Knuckle, then Goblin, then the other two goblins on their ass.
This
Is
is
how
gonna
this
go well for
initiative
them.
order is going to go. So, Brody, you're up, buddy. There is
So
only
do
one
I-
standing goblin out of all of these.
So I guess my question is because he wasn't expecting this, is this like an attack of opportunity? Because he still hasn't technically seen me. I'm standing off to the side. Like, I don't know. I'm just asking for sake of understanding.
I'll give you advantage on your shot, since you're definitely not directly in sight. Knuckle would have been noticed for sure, and I believe
Okay.
Fafnir was also kind of standing, at the ready, right?
Yeah, and I was running as soon as I saw the goblin running, so they definitely saw me.
Okay, yeah. So you go ahead. I'll give you advantage on your attack roll, especially with that nat 20. You deserve some advantage.
I give him the Yul Brenner. I can't remember what Western it is, but Mister We Deal in Lead, and I haul leather, and I take a what's the saying? Deadeye shot is my one of my specials.
Ooh.
When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 grit point and gain advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
It's like that.
So
Red
since
Dead
I was
Redemption.
giving you advantage, would that be double advantage then?
I don't know. I guess I kind of wasted that, didn't I?
I was going to say, I would save that. I'll allow you to save that, because
Okay.
I was already giving you advantage for the nat 20.
So for this is just a hit, so I roll a 20, right? A d20?
Yep, you roll a d20 twice, take your higher roll.
I roll a 9.
9 is your higher roll. If you still want to kick that grid in, you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's try that Deadeye shot. That is much better. That is a 17. What's my initiative on attack? Where do I look for that at?
You got that. Yeah, 17 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, you tell me what you roll, and I tell you whether that hits or not.
Okay.
Yep. So you're good. You hit. So this is with your pistol, right?
Correct.
All right. So go ahead.
Did he
and
just
give me some
Boondock
damage.
Saints the shit out of this thing?
That was my exact thought. That's how this
Had
was
the
going.
pistol like ready as it ran out the door and just fucking side pieced him in the head.
So it's 1d8 plus 3?
Correct.
Okay.
Holy shit!
That is not a d8. Is that a d8? Yes, it is. That would be 10.
All right. So that's exactly what happens. Is as this goblin, he makes it through the ball bearings, watches his friends eat shit. As he's turning to see his friends eat shit, he looks up and is staring at the barrel of your gun, and you just right between the eyes, and goblin slumps.
Go to sleep!
And now, Fafnir, there are 2 goblins laying on the ground amongst a pile of ball bearings. What do you do?
And Viscera.
I'm just still sitting here in awe of my 2 compatriots. One just blowing a fucking goblin's brains out with a weapon I've never seen before. The other one fishing with gold and like smashing it with a boot to the freaking whatever and just destroying them. I'm like, what do I even do now? Like, I'm not even the cool fighter anymore. So how far away are the goblins that are on the ground in front of me?
Since
they
you
within 15
moved
feet
towards
of
them
her?
as they were coming out, I will say like you're right on the edge of the ball bearing, so you're within. You can move and strike.
So it's within 15 feet.
Oh god, yeah.
Can I get down and hold my hand like a boost for him to jump off my hand, like a wrestling move, and to come with his axe?
Oh, that's not what's happening, but we'll hold on to that one for a little bit.
Oh god.
Fafnir has a plan.
Oh no.
Fafnir has a plan. We got to have more fun. It's his turn.
You see me. You see Fafnir. His eyes go really almost like dark, and flames start shooting out of his mouth. And then he takes a breath, and then he blows fire out of his mouth in a 15-foot cone. And that's they get a 13 dex save for that.
Not when they're prone, sir. Not when they're prone.
That might be an issue.
I think that.
When you are knocked prone, you get no dex saving throw.
Okay, that's only 6. It's a 2d6, and I got 2 3s. So
all right,
I do 6 points of fire damage to both.
I would like to clarify. In the background, in the dark, as the flames come up, and I'm illuminated behind these goblins that are now falling down. I'm doing like the Wild Bill, like dancing in the fire in the background.
Yeah,
wild
horses.
Oh Lord! All right, so
The Buffalo
you
Bill.
fill this entranceway to this mine with fire. I mean, a 15-foot cone is definitely enough to completely fill this entranceway with fire. So you torch the shit out of these two laying on the ground. They are not dead, but they don't look good. And you also now see a little bit more of the tunnel because you have lit it up. There are some things that are set aflame. So there were like pieces of wood and things like that in there set aflame, but obviously you guys are kind of combat, so we'll get there. So Knuckle, it is your turn.
Is there 2 goblins left?
There are 2 very crispy goblins laying in the middle of the entranceway still.
Okay.
In a pile of very hot ball bearings.
So I nonchalantly walk up to the one goblin and I look down at him.
I'm sorry, little man Peach.
And I pick him up by his leg and I hit the other one with the other goblin.
Nice. Nice.
All right. So
DDT onto the other one.
First, give me a strength roll just to make sure you don't fumble lifting this guy up.
15 plus 6, that's 21.
That'll do her. All right, then give me an attack roll. Which, unarmed strike attack roll?
Unarmed strike?
Yeah, we'll call it that, I suppose.
That's...
If he was on the ground, wouldn't he get advantage?
It would be more like an improvised weapon. Oh yeah, he's prone, so you can go ahead and take advantage on that bad boy too.
All right, let me roll again then.
Mm-hmm.
14 plus 6, 21.
Oh, that more than hits. Because as he's prone, he also does not get his dex bonus to his AC, so... damage, we'll call this. You're hitting a goblin with a goblin. I'll call it a D6 plus your strength, because I don't have stats for using bodies as weapons in front of me, so...
D6 plus my strength. Okay, 1 sec. D6 plus my strength?
Yeah. So that's the damage you're going to do to the goblin you're hitting.
Okay. What is it? Go away. And then... so I got a 4 and a 12.
Wait, what? Sorry.
So you said... Wait.
So you roll a d6, and then you're going to add +4 to that for your strength.
Oh, sorry. So I got 8.
You got 8. Okay.
Yep.
So you're doing full damage to the goblin you hit with the other goblin, and half damage to the goblin that is in your hands. Okay. However, that is more than enough to kill both goblins, so you are now beating a corpse with a corpse.
I just keep hitting.
So you're just like Incredible Hulking Loki, like this back and forth ragdolling this guy.
And I like drop it.
Oh, that'll do. Shall I cast again, gentlemen?
And
I think they know we're here at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I was just gonna say, is you guys have made noise. you can see from Fafnir lighting up the tunnel, he's lit some old crates and stuff like that on fire with his breath that he expelled into this tunnel. So you can see the entranceway to this mine was a straight shaft that goes back, and then it goes kind of around a turn, and that's where you see the glow from, something further in coming out. It's flickering like a campfire. And you hear from inside, "Dear Lord, you goblins are good for nothing." And then you hear more footsteps.
Dude, does anybody recognize the voice?
I'm still like back in the corner around the blind side of the cave. I kind of overcloak and just kind of step back into the darkness and try to remain hidden from whoever's coming out. Because if I can get a sneak attack, I'm tempting whoever this might be.
There's more gold out
there. Standing in the entranceway, or is that everybody's goal is to back around the corner?
No, I'm standing in the entranceway. I'm standing in the roaring. I'm slamming the shield with my battle axe.
Fafnir and Uncle are fucking full rage and ready to go.
Yeah, I pull my chair is out. Like
that sounded like a really smart goblin talking.
So
that's a very nice corner you have there, Uncle.
Thank you.
Around the corner now to you. From the end of the hallway, come sprinting into sight. 2 more goblins with a wolf between them, and then who walks around the corner behind them is Pensford from the brewery. And he steps around the corner and goes, "You again?"
And I punch him in the mouth as hard as I possibly can.
Wait, so you come out around the thing, go back to where he is, and punch him?
Well, here's the thing, and I don't know if I can do this. You tell me, DM. Technically, I haven't reloaded my pistol. Can I pistol whip him with my pistol as hard as I can?
He came around the turn. They came around the turn at the end of.
Okay. So they don't know where
they are not within range of punching or pistol whipping at the moment. But the goblins and the wolf start dead sprinting towards you, and Pensford quickly turns around.
You could use this moment to reload your weapon.
Yes.
Okay, I definitely reload the pistol.
I got this.
Okay.
I look at Nuncle and I go, "Do you want the wolf or can I take him?"
I don't have a preference on smashing.
All right, I got the wolf.
All right, now are you guys waiting for them to come to you, or are we charging battle time?
I'm. Go ahead, Nuncle.
Are we in the same initiative order?
For ease, we'll say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for ease of operations, we'll say yeah. These guys get tacked on to the end of the initiative order.
So, is Brody reloading his gun his turn? Who went first? Brody, right?
It was Brody. Yeah. So yeah, he's reloading his pistol because it'll be one round before they get to you guys. So
invoking rage is a bonus action, right?
Sure is, buddy.
Okay. So I think about them shooting arrows at Tesco, and I invoke rage. And then with rage, I know I can get a bonus action of throwing, correct?
Can
I throw with my bow? Can I throw the corpse of one of the goblins at them running at me?
You absolutely can.
Okay, so I rage out. You shot arrows at my best friend, and I grab him overhead with both arms, and I yeet the corpse at them.
So, Fafnir, are you holding or are you making an action first here?
I don't know how far away the thing is right now. How
like I said, they rounded the end, so like if you stand here to hold your ground 300 style, so you guys, as you guys kind of like originally said, it's going to be a round before they get to you. So that round is Brody reloading and Nuncle throwing his object. So if you want to do something in that time, you can, or if you want to charge forward and meet him, you can.
Oh. Wait, no, that's the wrong.
See, in my head, I was thinking we could maybe try and get them to come to us again, because then Brody still would get advantage on like doing the execution style massacre.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, we have how many goblins and one wolf?
2 more goblins and a wolf charging you.
So wolf. Okay, what's the order in which they're running toward us? Just this all
It's going to be
helps.
Wolf ahead of them because the Wolf's faster than the goblins.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action until they get close, until the wolf gets close enough to me.
Okay, so Knuckle, give me that ranged attack roll.
Would it just be an unarmed strike?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Okay.
Because there's no rolls for this, so we're just gonna make this shit up as we go along. Trust me, I scoured the internet looking for tables for this sort of thing because I knew it might come up. I could find nothing good, so I figured we'd improv as we go.
Well, I rolled an 18 plus 6.
Jesus Christ! All right, so
I promise you, I can.
Are you aiming at one of the other goblins?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm mad at them particularly.
So you rage out and launch this fucking goblin at another goblin, and I'm gonna give you D6 plus your strength again for damage.
Okay.
As you hulk this fucking thing at this goblin as hard as you can. Sorry, this goblin at this goblin.
6 plus 5, 11.
11.
As you fucking obliterate this goblin with the corpse of one of his friends, and as the corpse goes sailing and crashes into the other goblin, you hear the goblin that's still running go, "Fred!
We were supposed to buy a timeshare together.
We were going to retire one last job.
We could split it up for a week.
Retirement.
It's 2 weeks from retirement. Oh no!
That was for Tesco.
Knuckles just like, Fatesco!
So let me get this straight. Knuckle has effectively killed 2 people with a corpse in a matter of seconds.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
3 people technically. Yeah. 3 people take.
Yeah,
And do I keep my rage, right? Because I hit him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yep. You keep your rage as long as you're doing damage or taking damage, I believe, is the barbarian rolls. So you have to either do damage or take damage every round to keep going.
And you get resistance on bludgeoning and slashing.
Correct.
And piercing.
All right. So the wolf is charging, and you guys have another round of combat here now because that was your round on their way to you. So, Brody, you're up again at the top of the order. The wolf has exited the cave and is right in front of Fafnir.
Okay, so that was my holding the action thing. So when it got to me, I could swing. Is that okay? Or that's why I held my action?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Order of operations all fucked up. My bad.
It's all good, man. I was just double checking.
Yep. So you swing first, then Brody.
Okay. I'm going to hit him, obviously, with the battle axe. I got it one-handed. Just for flavor, I'm using my shield to kind of push his head away for a second, and then I bring down the axe on him, too. So that's
nice.
Let's make sure. Let's see if this actually happens. It's a fucking natural 1.
Oh.
All right.
Everybody's whooping ass. The one guy that's supposed to do shit goes,
The baddest looking motherfucker in the group finally gets to combat. And
It's
you
okay,
all
buddy.
realize at this point,
blowing fire.
this is Fafnir's first time out of the church. First mission.
Don't feel bad. I got in 5 fights before I shot anybody for real. It's okay.
Some of the guys who are home run legends still whiff at the plate sometimes. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Babe Ruth said,
That's
I miss
fair
big
enough.
or I hit big.
So,
This stuff. It's not my first time. I just
However-
get excited.
being that it was a fumble, there are always consequences for a fumble.
Oh no. Does he
And
slip on the ball bearings?
Not too far back from him.
nope. As the wolf comes to Fafnir and he bats it away with his shield, he pulls back with his axe, and the axe goes whoop, right out of his hand behind him.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, so
And
oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, that's Unfortunate. Okay.
And your penalty for your fumble is disarmament. And Brody, you are up. You just watched Fafnir whip his axe backwards, most likely for a very important reason.
Okay, so the wolf has already jumped through the cave. That whole thing happened with Fafnir. Where is this final goblin at in relation to me? Is he just now coming out of the cave?
Yes, he is also just now coming out of the cave. So if you're trying to level another fucking right the side of the dome, go for it.
I literally, right as he crests the cave, I give the old and just make him turn his head, and I try to shoot him right in the face.
Huh?
And we get a cool kill cam.
Yeah. All right. Give me a to hit.
Just drops.
Does he get advantage for standing on a grassy knoll?
So what do I?
Plus
no more advantage. They're aware you're here.
No. It's just that's a natural 20 when I roll a hit, right? I don't have any advantages or anything that I add.
No. You add to it. So beside your pop pistol, see where it says the +5 there? That is your to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's 21.
Okay, you hit. Now give me a D8 +3.
Big bucks. Sure, daddy, some gray matter. Let's go. 5.
Some gray matter.
All right. You wing this goblin and basically blow his whole cheek off. And as you do that, he pulls his scimitar and is now ready to fight you. He's squared off with you.
Okay, one more.
However,
okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, it is not his turn yet. So go on. What were you going to say?
I just want to say I want to use second wind. Once. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Should be once per short rest.
I want to use action surge. It's
there you go.
You can use one additional action on your turn. This can be used one time during a short rest, and I just want to reload my pistol before my turn ends.
Okay. Absolutely.
Daddy's
all right. All right, next up, fellers.
All right, so Fafnir lost his battle axe.
Yep, sure did.
And he's still got the shield there. I just look at the... I'm trying to find the thing real quick. I have the spell right here. I look at the wolf, and I cast command on it. It's got a wisdom save of 14, so first I'll see if he actually can hit it, or gets to take it.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I totally have the wolf, like all of his stats up here. I didn't just write down the ones I thought I would need for combat or anything. Hold on.
Just in case anyone wants to see it, I'll post it up over here if it comes.
I didn't think I was gonna have to make wisdom saving throws with my wolf. 1 second.
It's all good, man. Do your thing.
He fails. He very much so fails that wisdom saving throw.
So that's my cast. So command, I get to use one word, and because he failed, he has to obey it. This lasts for 1 round. That means like everybody's turn. I guess till my next turn, then I guess is what it is. But I tell him to grovel. So he's supposed to go down prone at that point.
Okay. So yeah, this wolf is on your shield, and you cast command and say grovel, and then down on the ground the wolf goes, whimpering and laying there.
I use my movement to go back and pick up my weapon with my bonus action, if that's allowed.
Yep, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Because you're not going to take any attack of opportunity from a groveling wolf, so.
Yeah, I go back into my position then. I know it's an action to re-equip my axe, so I'll wait.
Alrighty. Dunkel, you're up. Brody just blew the cheek off the last remaining goblin, and it would appear that the big scary dragonborn just tamed the wolf. So
is the goblin facing Brody, not me?
He sure is.
Okay. So I just
dead goblin nearby.
I have my chair. So
yeah.
I pull my chair out and I tap him on my shoulder
and I go, "Don't threaten my friends," and I tee off on his face.
Nice.
As he goes,
Tee off on the side that didn't have the cheek blown off. You hit him on the other side of the face. Yes.
Now he's got 2 fucked up cheeks.
all right.
And when they're done, and when we're all done with him, he might get his cheeks clapped.
So let me roll hit.
Yep.
14 plus 6, 20.
That'll do.
It's my night. And then for damage, 1 plus 4, 5.
All right. As you bring the chair down, cave in what was left of this goblin's head, and once again, spray Brody with blood in this from the dead goblin.
I just look at Brody, give him a thumbs up.
Brody looks like he's been cocky by a couple of lizards.
And I just step out from the shadows and I just hug an uncle.
The corpse drops between you and you just step over it. Oh.
Hugging over this deformed goblin.
Are we down one goblin that's alive still, or both of them are dead now?
Oh, they're both dead.
Okay.
Yeah, Nuncle murdered one with the corpse of his friend, and then finished this
right.
one off with a chair.
So Nuncle has single-handed, except for the one that I shot in the face initially, you have single-handedly killed every single one of the goblins.
And still undefeated heavyweight orc of the world, Nuncle Milkjug.
Now
it takes a second to try to figure out where Nuncle pulled out his chair from.
He's got strapped to his back.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know that. All I knew was he had a loincloth on and a sun hat, and that's all I knew. So I was like,
my preferred weapon I keep on my back is a folding chair.
Yeah,
it's a folding chair that has been crafted to the strength of a great club.
Imagine a Ninja Turtle wearing a loincloth. And instead of a bow on his back, it says there's a strap that says N on the front, like he's Donatello, but it's an N, and the chair straps to the back of him. So he's just like one belt across his bare chest with a chair on the back and a loincloth that doesn't leave much to the imagination.
And a sun hat.
And a sun hat. And a gigantic sun hat.
Yeah. If during this campaign Knuckle doesn't end up with a championship belt, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh, don't you
I'll
worry,
go to a jeweler and have one made for him.
So, all the goblins have been dispatched. There is a groveling and cowering wolf on the ground now between all three of you.
So I guess the wolf's chance to attack, it's groveling. It's not going to attack this round, would be my guess, right?
No. In fact, you have action and Fafnir has action before he is out of command.
Okay.
Now, if you damage him, he pops out, but he pops out this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. So
I walk up and attempt to help. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, recording error showed up on my thing.
That's weird. I didn't get nothing.
Okay, just sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Just double checking, make sure.
Nope, you're good. Appreciate it.
Okay. So I walk up, round and pistol, and attempt to leave a little bit of meat on the bone for Fafnir, who's had a bad battle. I put the pistol on the spine of the rear of the wolf, and I pull the trigger.
So you will get. You still have to roll to hit, even though he's down. Of course. Because you could fumble, jam your gun, whatever. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Advantage, right?
Oh yeah, it's advantage, and he gets no dex, no nothing. So it's a.
Yeah, he gets no save.
Yeah.
10 plus 15.
That'll definitely do her. So go ahead and give me damage.
That's 8. That would be 7.
7? All right. So you plug one into the side of this wolf here, and it snaps out of its groveling and kind of begins to stand itself upright. Fafnir, what do you do about this?
He's all yours, cowboy.
I'm just double checking something real fast. I was trying to find my unarmed attack. There we go. It's +5 and a 4. Okay, so So you see Fafnir, I just kind of, I bring the shield up, I just kind of like bow my head, and I close my fist really tight, and I like whisper a prayer, and I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on my fist, and I'm gonna punch this little bastard, and hopefully it'll actually work. Oh, I get advantage too.
Oh yeah.
Is that 18? Oh, it's 16. Okay, so 16 and 5 is 21.
That'll do.
And that's a D4 for this. Oh, fucking one. He gets 1 from the punch. And I think it's a D6 for the other one. Let me just double check.
Okay.
Where's the spell? Oh, there's a spell. Okay, but this should be, yeah, it's Searing Smite.
Yeah,
okay.
D6.
D6 fire.
Ooh, fire.
So 6 damage total, 5 damage fire.
As this wolf takes one to the side, snaps out of it, looks up to Fafnir, and begins to stand up. Fafnir just
Right in
says
the face.
Here, just thunk, puts it right back down to the ground. And boys, you're out of initiative.
I just blew up my
Can't
fist.
believe that shit worked.
Look, guys, I've been around a lot of battles. This is the coolest shit that I've ever been part of. I just got to be honest. You guys rocked this thing. I was so enthralled in what you were doing. I stopped paying attention to what I was doing. I threw my axe behind me. I was like, I couldn't believe the gold on a fishing line thing actually worked. I was ready to just rush up and start taking care of stuff. But hey, man, you'll never hear another disheartening word from me ever again. I will always trust whatever plan you guys come up with.
That's terrible.
Well, good, because I'm sure our future plans are going to dispel everything we've just done right now. That went way better than it should have. We're cursed for the next 3 battles. I guarantee it.
This was some Lucy-based shit too, and I got it. But I'm 100% here for it. This is really awesome. With that knuckle, my God, man, you broke that freaking goblin in half with your foot before it even hit the freaking cave wall.
I'm using a piece of goblin torso with a t-shirt on it to wipe my chair off.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Oh, so, hey, by the way, there's some other little prissy bitch down here we probably should go take care of too, huh?
Hey, no, you want to go stomp a mud hole in Pensford, you know what?
He did threaten my donkey, so I'm probably going to rip his arms out of his sockets and skull fuck him.
So I run over to all the detritus that's on the side of the wall, and I pick up a pane of glass, and I hit it with my gun, and it's like, and I go, dun.
So are you guys just hauling ass into the cave then?
I re-equip my battle axe, and I'm like, I guess we're going. All right. He just starts trotting behind you guys.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Once again, I'd like to thank my cast, starting with John as Knuckle Milk Jug, Drew, who plays Brody the Chain, and Brandon as Thakma Strong Hands. And starting this act, we have Mike as Fafnir Vaer, joining us from the Shattered Tabletop Gaming Group. Our intro and outro music is Free Me by NEFFEX. All of the maps that we use and that I provide for my players are made through incarnate.com. All of our recording is done using a program called StreamYard, and then I do all of our editing with Wondershare Filmora. Now, I'd like to thank all of you guys for continuing to listen, all of you who have stuck around and enjoyed this story so far. There's so much more to come, so please please subscribe to the channels, follow us wherever you can find us, comment on as many things as possible, and stick around, as I'm sure there's much more to come for you.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.